Here we are on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain. This is the only screen we can go to right now.
Alexander takes the feather.
Huh. Wonder what that thing is.
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
Why don't you touch it?
The feather feels very stiff and coarse.
Okay, thanks.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment he can smell nothing else.
Ugh.
Colors of flame burst from the center of the incredibly stinky flower and drip onto its petals. The flower's appearance is as flamboyant as its smell.
Wow, really? Then it must be really flamboyant. Alright, we got about 30 points. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna save right here. And I will be back later, but I'm gonna edit the video so you won't even be able to tell. Alright, be right back. Okay, so now that we've acquired those two items, we're actually done with this island for now.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And we will take our adventuring elsewhere, particularly the Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Alright, so the Isle of Wonder is very Alice in Wonderland themed, or inspired, I guess you could say. You'll see what I mean soon enough.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
What is this?
A string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
Ha 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 ha.
To the north, the island is dense with vegetation. Large craggy boulders lie on the beach as though pushed up from the sea by giant hands. Alexander is standing on a rocky beach. To the north is dense tropical vegetation. Near the shore are a dozen or so oyster beds. Oyster beds line the seashore. Most of the oysters are sound asleep.
Alright, so I just figured that we'd get a little description going. Now then. Hello.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
Maybe I can get it out for you.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
I hate to tell you this, kid, but I'm not a dentist. Anyway, actually, let me see. Oh. Well, let's read you a story.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
For context, this is the book we got for free from the bookstore owner.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
Alexander sees nothing of interest on that part of the oyster.
Damn it!
Alexander sees nothing of interest on that part of the oyster.
Damn it!
Yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069 centidrills by 3,023 6/7 puns, not punts, as might be expected. This is not to say, however, in any sense whatsoever, that deviations in mean temperature of 5 or 6 dregs or so.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey, you fixed my mouth. It feels great.
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Perfect.
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
So we got 2 new items, and they're actually fairly important, well, particularly the pearl. Let's check it out.
The flawless pearl is the largest Alexander's ever seen.
Thanks.
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
So it's not immediately apparent what that sentence is used for, but you'll see.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
So there's actually something I need back at the Isle of the Crown. I hate to cut our visit
Alexander
short,
feels a
but
strange pulling sensation.
we can't advance further into this island without something from Isle of the Crown. And King's Quest VI is pretty vicious about you just having to know, you know, whether through trial and error or vigilant bookkeeping, that you need to go back for certain items at certain times. So remember how the pawn shop owner said that he needed to throw some old stuff out from a wizard or something? That's what that stuff is, and we want it.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Aha! Let's look at it.
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty.
Yes, it's a very important item. Now, anything going on in Allie's books?
Hello. I will be right up. Now,
I'm kind of wondering what the mysterious genie guy was looking at over here.
Assorted travelogues and biographies are arranged on these shelves.
Okay, so we know he likes to travel. Or maybe he's just really interested in biographies. Either one. Could really be either. Or both. Now, actually, I have another thing I need to do here. I just remembered.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Yes, good day to you too.
The world-famous talking bear has been sulking ever since his abduction from a small mountain community in California. He refuses to discuss real estate.
Forgot about that Easter egg. Anyway, you can choose to talk to a lot of random stuff. I haven't really tried much of it, but all right. You want this?
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Hooray! So now we have our ring back, which is important for events to come. In fact, I think I might have to do the event now. I can't remember. I get too anxious with some of the things I know I have to do, but I'm not sure when I'm supposed to do them. Come on. Come on, dude. Okay, I'm gonna save before I do this because, you know, just in case. New save, Nightingale, experiments of fun. Okay, Hey there.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Why don't you talk to her, Alexander?
Hello, little nightingale. Of what do you sing?
The nightingale only looks at Alexander curiously and continues to sing.
Why don't you talk to more stuff that can't talk back, Alexander?
Hello? Is anyone in there?
There is no reply from the hollow in the tree.
Okay, now I can't remember in what order I'm supposed to do this. Dang it. I think we give the poem first.
Alexander holds out the love poem to the nightingale, hoping that she perhaps is the nightingale that Jallo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the words of love to her mistress, Cassima. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the poem. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cassima?
Sing Sing, what have you found? A scrap of paper? Oh, this is no mere bit of paper, but words of love. Who sent this? It must have been Abdul. Oh, Sing Sing, will he never give up? You must be careful, pretty bird. Stay away from Abdul. I don't trust him so close to you. Now go!
It was not Abdul, it was me! Cassima, how can I prove that it was me?
The little bird returns to her branch without the poem. Alexander wishes he knew what happened to his message of love.
Let's see, maybe this.
Alexander holds out his royal ring, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the poem, in the chance that the receiver might be Cassima. The nightingale swoops down, grabs the ring, and takes it towards the castle.
Sing Sing, what have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here then, on this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
Okay, so we got something. Thanks, dude.
The little bird makes a delivery.
Okay, let's take it.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cassima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so?
Oh, what a bummer.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest red velvet. A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon.
Okay, so I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. Post-Nightingale experiment of fun. Okay, now I'm I'm gonna try. You guys don't have to watch this. I'll cut it out or something. I just want to see what happens if you do it the other way around. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the love letter after the ring, which is, I think, what you're supposed to do.
Alexander holds out the love.
Alright, let's see what happens this time.
The nightingale swoops down, grabs the love poem, and takes it towards the castle.
Sing Sing, my sweet. You bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you.
Oh, Alexander. I was hoping he'd return to you. Take this to him while he waits. Hurry, my fleet one.
Oh yeah, this is what you're supposed to do, because she gives you one back. But why did you... Why'd you fly past me?
The little bird makes a delivery.
Alright, see what happens.
It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense. Do nothing to try to get to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cassima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing. No words of love, only friendly concern. Friend. Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Isn't that the burning question? Well, I don't think I can send anything else. Where are you going? I don't think I can send her that. Don't send her the book. Don't send her the stinky flower. None of these are good. Alright, let's leave. Anyway, I think that's all we have to do there for now. So with that, I think we're ready to go to the Isle of Wonder and explore a little bit. The Isle of Wonder is actually really fun. There's some cool stuff there, so I'm excited.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Alright, here we go.
Alexander feels a strong...
I'm gonna start skipping through the little repetitive dialogue that pops up, so... Hope you guys don't mind. In fact, I hope you're convenienced by it. Alright, I'm gonna make a new save for everything, so it's just how I roll. Okay, let's explore.
Alexander hears someone coming.
"5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man," said he, "with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old town troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well."
So, basically each of the trolls has one sense and apparently none of their other faculties. So you gotta fool them.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
"Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, Grovenor. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more."
Alright, don't make a sound, Alexander.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
And somehow he can't hear the winding, which is very suspicious. But we'll suspend disbelief.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
The rhymes are so adorable.
Taste, Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Ugh. Got Gene Simmons over here. Shit.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Yeah, he's really dumb.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
This guy's got giant hands.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet. Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Alright, so he's gonna look. And, we don't really have anything to use except this ink bottle.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Fun fact, all 5 of the gnomes are voiced by Don Messick, who is best known as the voice of Scooby-Doo. He also does the voice of the bookshop owner.
Alexander did it! He's fooled the guards!
It was a bottle of invisible ink. So yeah, if you didn't figure out what happened, basically the genie, Alhazred's genie, tipped him off that there would be a stranger. And basically he's trying to manipulate the islands just like he did before. And blah, 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 blah. So yeah, like I said, it's very Alice in Wonderland on this island. And you probably gathered that already from just that interaction.
My dear tree, is it true that your bark is worse than your bite?
Yep, it's a dogwood tree.
That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander.
That's okay, we don't have to talk to them yet anyway.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Yeah, well, he can get over it. Let's get out of here. Okay, if the Alice in Wonderland comparison wasn't obvious enough already, here it is. So, there's a lot of stuff to do here. Crap. Let's look around.
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts. Alexander takes a close look at the tomato in the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten.
It's a rotten tomato! Hilarious!
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
This part's so cheesy.
A colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall.
Go check it out, Alex.
Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir.
Hey, hole in the wall. I would like to acquire you somehow.
What a curious little black spot.
The hole in the wall does not reply.
Oh yeah? Maybe you'll reply to this, sir.
Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing.
That it could.
Alexander startled the poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
Which we can't get to because the snapdragons are protective of them. But we won't worry about that for now. Let's get the rotten tomato.
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
And now, notice how huge that rotten tomato is, but he fits rather snugly within the inventory.
The old Rotten Tomato gives Alexander a mean look and grumbles sourly.
What does he say?
I got a lawyer, you know! Yeah! There's kidnapping laws in this here kingdom! Where were you born? A barn? It's a pigsty back here! Yeah! All this stuff you got! What do you want to carry all this trash around for?
Yeah!
What do you want from me? A recitation or something? Leave me alone! Yeah!
Yeah!
Where were you born? A barn? Where were you born? You're ugly and you smell bad. Yeah! Put me down before I juice all over you!
Rotten Tomatoes, awesome. I like them. Hey, kids.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo-goo gaga!
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
So, we don't have to do anything with them yet either. Let's continue on to chessboard land.